It's the Laugh Smartly Show, because apparently you needed us. Here's Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Laugh Smartly. I'm your host, Biff. I'm looking at Lucky, and we got Mr. Fun here.
What's up, guys?
It's good to see you guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. Another week, further into the summer, I can say with complete transparency, the traffic stinks here in the Delmarva. There are more people in this part of the world for summer because it's really kicked in force. I think because schools and a lot of the areas just closed last week, right?
Yeah.
Kind of they go late into the 20s, whatever the dates are in June. So it's really picked up the pace with a lot of people down, a lot of families, a lot of people, which is good for the economy. I shouldn't complain too much.
So Biff, what do you do as a local when so the restaurants get all jammed up? Do you find yourself eating out less during the summer?
No, I just find out there's a couple things. One, don't drive anywhere towards the beach. I'm speaking specifically the Bethany Beach area after 10 a.m. It's just bumper to bumper for miles without exaggeration. Wow. And you kind of had this gap of like 10 to 1:30 that is really sort of off limits. The second thing is I've noticed, and I think this is more just because the cost of food has gone up at restaurants. I think if you eat after 7:30, you can pretty much get in any place. It's the 6:30 kind of family time that's a problem. But every place else you can typically get in, and especially if you're a couple, you can go to a bar, like sit at the bar at a restaurant, which is good. And the food, as I was talking to another guy that's moved down here permanently, per capita we got great restaurants in kind of we'll call it North Ocean City, your area, Lucky, all the way up to Rehoboth, Bethany Beach, Fenwick. They're really spectacular places to eat. So I'm a big fan of the food in this area. Other commercial enterprises I am a fan of is Tackle Up. I see Mr. Fun's got a Tackle Up hat on. Our friends, again, Performance Fishing Apparel. They're located in Bethany Beach, 100 Garfield Parkway, store number 6. For those that need a geographic landmark, if you know where DB Fries is, it's in that same corner. It is near there in Bethany Beach. You can also get to them, tackleupbb.com. And again, use code LAUGH15 to get 15% off from Tackle Up.
Before you finish, I heard somebody had an issue with that. They tried to go to the webpage, but they typed it in wrong. And it's a fishing page it was an X-rated fishing page called OnlyFins. It was OnlyFins.
Nice.
I get a lot of nice things said about my my Tackle Up gear that I wear.
Me too.
Yeah, I do. It's great looking stuff. We recommend it highly. I hope people. I wear it out proudly every time. They've got a great designers, whoever's putting it together, so it's wonderful. And they are getting in. Their Super Bowl's coming up soon, right? Which is the White Marlin Open, early August. So we will be talking about that. We are. Our plan is to have a celebrity boat captain on to talk about the White Marlin. So excited about that opportunity. Our other sponsor, Scotty's Vodka. I am adorned with a Scotty's Vodka hat. Maryland made, amazingly smooth, or some form of those words. Again, our friend Scotty and Vodka. I know the business is doing great. You get a chance, you can get it in package stores in Maryland and Delaware. You can get it at bars such like Crab Cake Factory on 120th Street in Ocean City. Secrets, I know that you can get it if you ask for it. Please go out and look for Scotty's Vodka. Enjoy it.
Rockfish hit the lottery. Did you hear that?
What's that?
His local liquor store now has Scotty's Vodka. He was awesome. So excited.
That's great. That's it. So that's in Virginia. He's in the northern neck of Virginia. Yep. Again, I said it last week. They are doing something with the city of Irvington in Virginia, 4th of July, where they're playing live. And actually, after this show airs, it was actually the day before this show airs, Rockfish is going to be on the radio, station 101.7. Called The Bay, I think, somewhere in the northern neck of Virginia. He was interviewed, and I know he played Chesapeake Time Live. So we are always excited about our people that support the show getting opportunities out there. And if you haven't listened to Rockfish, please you can go to hbw1.com. You can go to YouTube, type Rockfish and the Rivermen. You can find it on Spotify, Amazon, for that matter. You can find his music. It's really great stuff. The original Roadhouse Rock, as it's been termed. So with that, that is a very long intro, Mr. Fun, who has been on the comedy tour this week. Couple shows you did. You have a joke to share from one of your shows?
Well, you know what? I was going to share that for those new listeners, you may not know that Biff is actually an author. You're a published author?
I'm soon to be published author.
Soon to be. He wrote a book filled with, stories and stuff. And now he's focused on a new book, which is an autobiography about himself. But the other day he spilled glue on it, so he can't finish it. And that's his story, and he's sticking to it. Hey, did you hear that guy? that guy who got arrested for trying to rip paint off the Lincoln Memorial? They arrested him, and they're going to give him a big fine, but he's not going to pay it. He said he's going to keep appealing and appealing.
The paint was the reflecting pool, not the Lincoln Memorial.
It's right there.
It is. I think.
Stop reflecting on my bad joke.
Yeah, very good. The topical jokes, Mr. Fun. So I appreciate that. On the book front, just so I have today. I actually printed out the entire book. I have it here. I have all my book here. I have edited it yet again. I think I've read this thing 6 times. I am on the home stretch of this book. I will let everybody know when it is ready to be published.
Are there going to be pictures in your book?
I hadn't planned. Just on the cover at this point in time.
Okay. I read the book, and I wondered if there would be some pictures.
Hopefully, since you read it, Lucky, I hope you will find that it's gotten better with age and with some editing. So
I'm waiting for the final version before I invest the time to read it.
When's the last time you read a book, Mr. Fun?
Let's see. High school.
I
didn't read in high school.
You know what? You might find this hard to believe, but I've read quite a few books about business, marketing, sales.
Well, besides that, though, but when's the last time you read a book that was either a fiction book or a nonfiction?
Do magazines count? Magazines don't count.
No, but you read a lot of magazines. I understand that. World War II.
Last summer, I read a book. That's the last book I read.
Do you remember what it was about?
It was historical fiction. It was written by a guy who wrote a whole bunch of books. Yeah.
That's good.
But I remember. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I mentioned traffic. Interestingly enough, I'm driving up Route 1 in Bethany Beach today, and I think it must be the Delaware Department of Transportation, DelDOT, as they probably the slang is. They had one of those signs that you see on the sides of roads, like seatbelt save lives or whatever it is, buckle up, that sort of deal. They had one, which was great, although I'm not sure I understand it in Delaware. It was camp in one of our parks, not in the left lane, which I thought was a very creative thing, which is a problem on the beltways, in Maryland and DC area, that people just camp in the left lane. Does that drive you nuts?
Some states have a law. You're not allowed to, you're supposed to use that lane to pass.
Right.
Only. So you got to go fast in that lane. But some states don't have that law.
Yeah, or it's just one of many laws that are hard to police, right? Even though it's a law. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've driven on the DC Beltway where somebody's going 50, let's call it, not even the speed limit, and just sitting there and just screwing up the everybody else's day. And but I thought it was a creative thing. Again, camp in one of our parks, not in the left lane. So credit to Delaware.
Down at the beach, there's no reason to drive fast.
There's not, but people do.
Yeah.
And they don't drive very well in a lot of cases either. And they're on vacation mode when they're down here. So it's a little crazy. Again, for us locals now. So what's going on in the world, Luck?
Okay. So a little bit of recap from last week. So we're in the throes of the World Cup. So cheers to U.S. They're moving on to the round of 32, the knockout round. So they're going from 48 to 32. Don't know who they're going to play yet. I think, trying to figure all that out. But the biggest surprise so far has been South Africa reaching the knockout round for the first time ever. Yeah. So pretty cool. Morocco's played well, and Turkey, Tunisia, and Haiti all out of the disqualified. So teams that typically sort of have good teams getting through. So
have you noticed that the names of some of the countries are different?
Turkey.
Where did Turkey come from?
I have no idea.
But coincidentally, Mrs. Biff ordered something for someone, and I ordered it through Etsy, and it comes from Istanbul, Turkey. It says Turkey on the label, and it like Czech Republic is now Czechia, which I'm thinking they're saying Chechnya. I was getting all confused. Is that they've changed up some of the names of the countries?
What about India? India's changing its name, right?
Well, that was what were they going to call it?
Bahrain? No,
Bahrain's a country.
Yeah,
it started with a B. Do you remember, Mr. Fun?
Can't remember it.
Oh, what are they going to change it?
We got to look it up.
I'll look it up here.
Yeah.
I actually ordered a guitar from one of those North African countries because they say it tunes easier. It tunes easier.
Tune easier.
It's easier.
Okay. Barat.
Barat.
BHARAT. Barat
Nice.
is going to be the new India.
Yeah.
Nice.
The other couple things, Messi, who plays for Argentina, scored the most goals ever in the World Cup, which was cool. Ronaldo also set a record. He plays for Portugal, scoring in the most World Cups. So pretty cool. But the other cool thing we talked about last week was, how Boston, all the Scottish people were there because their Scottish team was there, and they were drinking all the beer. Well, Miller Lite and Heineken to the rescue. They were like coming on a large pontoon boat, Miller Lite, a barge full of Miller Lite. They're actually going down to Miami Harbor because there's like a bunch of beer.
That's where the Scots played. The next game was in Miami.
Yeah. So they announced their like presence and brought, you were allowed to go on and drink Miller Lite. But they're like, we're not running out of beer. Don't worry. And Heineken did something similar too.
Nice.
So, Mr. Fun, you are at best a casual soccer fan.
Yes.
Are you watching any of it?
So I watched the highlights of several games.
Yeah.
And I've watched both U.S. games.
Okay. And what impresses you or doesn't impress you about it?
I mean, you might find this hard to believe, but I actually enjoy the whole strategy, building up to the goal, dominating the ball, waiting for the opportunity to strike. I like it. I like it. I don't like all the injuries where they're lying on the ground as if they just lost their leg and then they hop up and they run. I don't really understand that. But, I like it.
My son and I were talking about this. When you're watching a World Cup game at home by yourself, you have to pay attention the whole time. Because if you look at your phone or go to get something to eat, you're bound to miss something. Versus if you're watching it in a bar, and just say you turn away for a second, there's no way you're going to miss it because somebody's going to they're all going to yell and you're going to turn back.
Yeah.
Can a real man admit that he likes soccer?
Does a real man? Yes. I do like soccer.
Okay.
To answer your question.
Because there's three things. My beer is too cold. I don't like bacon. And that chick's boobs are too big are three things a real man's never said. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
Those are three things that a real man has never said once.
All right.
I like soccer. I don't know if it qualifies.
The other recap from last week, that Casey Fender, who's rowing from California to Hawaii, she's about 1,800 miles in. She got 600 more miles to go. She's been rowing for 36 days, which is the equivalent of about 4 of our shows. We've been doing a month of shows, and she's been rowing.
So she rows, just to use this simple, she rows 60 miles a day. How many days has she been doing it?
It varies. It like sometimes she goes negative. Like she'll
the current pushes her backwards. Yeah.
And so
California to Hawaii,
2,500 miles or something.
It's a long way to row to get laid.
Yes. Yes, that's a good one.
Hawaii.
So I'm going to send that to her. I'm going to let her know about that. That's a good joke. Mr. Fun from the last Hartley show says it's a long way to row to get laid. That's a good one. I think
Put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Tackle up.
Yeah. All right. Some national days this weekend. National Bingo Day. Anybody fan of bingo? I'm a big bingo fan.
Yeah, I like bingo. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I like bingo.
You know, if you play too much bingo, you can get a tumor, but it's always benign.
B9.
Okay.
Mr. Fun, this one is a good one for you. It's National Ice Cream Cake Day. I think
Ooh.
you're a big fan of ice cream cake.
Love ice cream cake.
Okay. National Sunglasses Day, which, okay, what's the big deal, the sunglasses? But the thing, I was thinking about this, Mr. Fun, I've never seen you wear sunglasses.
Sunglasses could get me in trouble.
Yeah. That's right.
Like the sun and boobs have one thing in common, and that's if you can look at them longer if you have sunglasses on.
Yeah. And we the promos this week, Paul Bunyan Day. Like, does anybody know who Paul Bunyan is anymore? Like, I think it's time to retire his day.
How would we describe Paul Bunyan? Because I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up since we did the promo, but he was famously a Minnesota character, mythological, right?
Big blue ox.
Big blue ox. Yeah. But what do you do? Cut trees down?
Cut trees down in one swipe.
But that's what his claim to fame was.
With his mighty axe.
But it wasn't like Johnny Appleseed. It wasn't like he was planting.
Johnny Appleseed trees. Was real, right?
I don't know. But Paul Bunyan was that big blue ox, and he was giant, and he cut trees down.
There's not a kid, there's not a person under 30 who has any idea who Paul Bunyan is.
Okay, so what we said, so is there a similar today's version of Paul Bunyan? Doesn't have to be a big blue ox and cutting trees down, but some form of character.
Spider-Man?
That people, Spider-Man is probably not
a superhero.
That. Yeah, but that's a superhero. But that seems like that's a cartoon character, right?
Paul Bunyan was a cartoon, wasn't he?
No, I don't know. He was a man, but is there some equivalent of it?
I don't think so. They need to, but we need some of those things to come back. Like Superman to be popular again. You know what I mean? Like back in the 50s and 60s, it was like,
You know what I was thinking about the other day? If you ask your kid, like, if you're like, here, dial grandma, and grandma doesn't answer, and you say, did you get a busy signal? Would they have any idea what a busy signal was?
No.
Have they ever heard a busy signal in their entire life?
Kids I think my kids have probably heard a busy signal, but today's somebody that's born after 2015, probably not.
When did the busy signal disappear?
I don't know.
They probably still have it.
You think?
If you have a landline.
Right? Yeah, if there's a landline, you'd have one, unless you had. Wait, remember that call waiting?
Yeah.
Star 69?
Yeah, I think call waiting and a voicemail box you might pay extra for.
Right.
But I don't know.
You won't get a busy signal on a cell phone. That's the one thing you won't get.
Right.
It'll go right to a message of some form.
Yeah.
Right. That's
My
crazy.
mom still has a plug-in rotary phone. I might call it just to see if it's busy.
All right. Something else big this week. In Ocean City, I think it was last week actually, a massive fire in the dunes between 116th and 117th Street. Did you guys see the videos of that?
No. So, okay. So that's your place is not too far from there. Block, right? 10 blocks
about 2 blocks away.
You were out of town. So you didn't cause it. Your alibi is secure.
100%. Yeah.
So so a block of dunes.
It was a big area of dunes that burned, and it was caused by illegal fireworks. A significant amount of the dune grass is gone now. The videos were, it was scary because it's been pretty dry down at the beach.
Yeah, it's been very dry.
And the dunes are so important. I mean, they protect, the houses from hurricanes and stuff like that. But, can you imagine like if the wind was going? I think that would, and there's a lot of wood structures.
What year did we almost cause the Great Dune Fire of Ocean City?
That was like, I think it was like 2019 or whatever. My son and I were up in Pennsylvania. We filled up the trunk we got as much as we could of those like industrial strength fireworks. And so I brought them all down to the beach, and Mr. Fun and I were trying them out. And it was a windy night, and we were had been drinking, and we were lighting stuff up and kicking it over by accident. It was shooting horizontally across some significant fireworks. But
I may have had a little bit too many adult beverages. I was dancing with Mrs. Lucky like we were both fly girls from the we had almost a routine. It was good stuff. Yeah. But the little rent-a-cop came over and yelled at us, and we lied. My daughter said those weren't ours; they were some other guys.
Yeah.
We snuck out of it. We got out of it.
So public service announcement. Anyone who witnessed the incident, contact investigator David Marquez in the Ocean City Fire Department at D. Marquez at Ocean City.
Which incident? Ours?
MD.gov.
Are we in trouble now?
No. The dune fire.
Yeah.
Dune
Statute
fire.
of
Did you
limitations
hear that
is
a
over.
bunch of farm animals, a truck flipped over during the fire and ran onto the beach right by Lucky's house. And Lucky was there, and the fire department asked him how he found the sheep. And he said, delightful.
Delightful.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right. So we're running
Mr.
up
Fun, I've been accused of not laughing at your jokes. I'm not sure what's
They're
worse.
not all winners. They are not.
Lucky well, Lucky goes, okay.
When you try to tell 150 jokes an episode, you're going to lose a few.
I'm laughing inside. I'm laughing inside at every single one of the jokes.
I don't expect you to laugh at every joke.
That's funny.
All right. Okay. Maryland. Those of us that live in Maryland, you know that a bunch of new laws usually go in effect every July 1st. Okay. So coming up, I think it's this week coming up. All right. So couple things that are going on here that are pretty interesting. Number one, our gas tax is going up. Which, I mean, in this day and age, it's not time. I don't know. I don't know why, but it's going up 0.6 cents a gallon. So 46.6 cents a gallon in tax. Yeah. So, which is crazy. But anyway, so that sucks. This one is cool. They passed a law. Each of Maryland's county school boards must include a provision to allow an excused or discretionary absence if a kid goes on a civic engagement day. So they can go and protest or whatever they want to do, and they get an excuse absence. Which I
get thrown in jail.
So you think that's a good? You think that's a good thing?
Lucky? No. I think I'm like, kids need to be in school. Okay.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Excuse absences to go on like college visits or stuff like that, or you're sick. You know, you got a funeral, but like. I think this is a silly rule.
Yeah, I thought when you said civic engagement, it was going to be more along the lines of you can go see how your local government works, see how that something. But it's basically protest. They've used polite words for protesting.
Well, I
at
think
the
so.
end of the day. Yeah,
I think that's what it sounds like. I'm sure some kid is going to try to extrapolate out the definition. All right, and then last but not least, this one is interesting. Okay, Marylanders who donate deer meat to certain organizations now can write off. It's a $600 tax credit.
Venison.
Oh, that's
venison.
Good. Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. Like, do you think it's going to, basically people are going to go out and start taking out deer and like hauling it in and donate it?
Well, I think you might find some on the side of the road. I'm going to drag it in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's two opposing forces though, right? Because I think one, it's a good thing, right? That you use venison meat and it can help, survive people that need food. But you've got a group that doesn't want deer killed, right? Culling of the herds and things like that. Yeah. Hunting is somewhat it's not controversial, but it's criticized quite a bit. So I think it's ultimately a good thing. I think that's smart.
You
forgot the one.
Go ahead.
You forgot the one about that they can't throw somebody with a severe stutter in jail because he'll never finish the sentence.
Jeez. That's a good one. I like it. All right. Okay, Mr. Fun, did you get your invite yet?
To what?
To what is the question? Okay. We've been talking about the Taylor Swift, Travis, Kelce engagement. We've been talking about that since, whether they would last, would they ever get married, would they, that kind of thing. So you speculated on that. But secretly, they booked Madison Square Garden for a wedding that's going to probably happen on July 3rd. But it's still it's been hush hush under the covers. In fact, there's somebody has booked Madison Square Garden for July 2nd and 3rd, and people are starting to piece all the things together. Like all these Kansas City Chiefs booked rooms at the Marriott Marquis in New York City. A couple other people of Taylor Swift's friends have canceled things that they do, publicly canceled things to do what, go to the wedding. So I don't know. Like, who do you like? There's about 1,000 people going. Who do you think is not invited to that wedding?
Who's not invited?
Who doesn't get an invite?
Well, who she had
who
a
they
beef
lose
with?
to? The Patriots? Anybody on the Patriots, right?
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Who, if you could have one of those people as your good friend, would you rather it be Travis or Taylor?
Oh, Taylor in a second.
No way.
Taylor in a second.
What about you, Biff?
I'd probably say Taylor Swift just because I like he's a football player. I'm not diminishing the skill of a football player, but I think of what she does from a music standpoint is really talented, and I find interest in that. So I think that would probably be the.
You think they'll be married
factor.
forever? You think it's true love?
They seem to be pretty happy.
Yeah.
They're late 30s, mid to late 30s, right?
Yeah, I think they're 39. No.
Yeah, something like
Does
that.
that sound right?
If he shows up and his suit is ripped, his tuxedo's ripped, they're going to have to get him to a Taylor Swift.
Jeez.
Oh, my God. What do you think of the venue, though, of getting married at Madison Square Garden?
Do you think they're getting married or it's just a concert celebrating it?
So there is rumor that they would have probably, did some small nuptials before, but they're saying, and again, all this hasn't been released yet. So, but they think they're going to do a ceremony on the second day. I don't know. So, but who knows? But the venue has been questioned. Like, why Madison Square Garden? Because there's a lot of stuff going on in New York City.
Yeah, and neither of them are from New York, which is the other interesting part, right? I understand it's a big arena. You got other places, but maybe because it's a named arena. Did I tell you I'm officiating a wedding in about a month, right? Our friend Gerb's daughter and fiance asked me to officiate. So I'm the officiant. I think that's the way that they run it. So I'm doing sort of a interview process so I can prepare what I'm going to write. And they set a term to me because my question was, what would your friends say about each other, right? She's got her group of friends. What would they say about Zach in this case, and his friends? What would they say about Sarah? And then they said, we're probably shipping it. I go, what? Shipping? I go, did you say shipping? They go, yeah, shipping, like shipping something. I go, I don't even know what that means. She goes, well, that's a good thing. Have you ever heard of the term shipping it or ship it?
Use it in a sentence.
I wouldn't know. It's let me say, romantic. I ship Dean and Castile. That's the example online. I've never heard of that. To ship.
Is it like you ordered it and it was delivered?
No. Urban Dictionary. Shipping it is a casual way of saying you are supporting or imagining two people as being in a romantic or sometimes a romantic relationship. So I had never heard it in my life. And they threw it out there like it was like known. I had never heard the term shipping.
I have no idea what that is, even after you read the definition.
Yeah. So it's sort of strange.
Do we need to refer to you as Monsignor Biff?
I'm ordained with the Universal Life Church in the state of Pennsylvania.
So what do we refer to you as?
You can call the Almighty One,
Pastor Biff.
Pastor, yeah, that's right. Bishop. I like Bishop, right?
Bishop Biff.
I'm going to have a big Rolls Royce with a personalized tag. It says Bishop Biff on it.
Oh, I should remind you. You should bring one of those appliances to the reception afterwards. A toaster. You should bring a toaster to the appliance.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, here it is. Back by popular demand.
It's hard tonight, guys. It's hard. It's not coming.
You're doing well.
You're
killing it.
Back by popular demand is our host draft. Okay. I don't think we did a host draft last week, but
it's been a couple weeks.
What's that?
It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah. So it's like when we don't do the host draft, it was like, hey, what was the host draft this week? I get all these queries. So, all right, we're doing a host draft this week.
Okay.
And we're midsummer. Everybody's at cookouts. We talk about that. You're at the boardwalk, eating a bunch of food. We talked about that. So we're going to do the best junk food draft. Okay. We're going to take turns picking any kind of junk food. and we'll evaluate. We'll have four quick rounds. Evaluate who's got the best 4 junk foods. Okay. All right.
Which
right,
is a good
you-
segue off our continuation. We did best road trips. A lot of time on road trips, you eat junk food.
Oh,
which
that's
is
true.
a good. That's a good summer activity. So we'll just keep up with the theme.
That's true. All right, Biff, you get to go first. I'm going to go second. Mr. Fun, you get 2.
So I'm gonna go something that I never have, but I always liked growing up was a Hostess cupcake. You know, the chocolate one with the
vanilla in the middle.
Yeah, with the squiggly line. That is a good junk food.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. I am going to go French fries.
Okay.
I'm going to take a chance here. Even if you haven't had these, they're new, they're amazing. And so you may have to use your imagination, but the Old Bay cheese curls.
Oh, I've had a ton of those. I've eaten those by the barrel.
They're like crack.
Very good. They're very good.
Yeah.
They're very
And
good.
here's the one that's new to the market that obviously is going to be a winner. And that is Reese's Oreos. Reese's Oreo cookies. Have you seen them?
Too tricked out. Like,
It's amazing.
why would you mess up an Oreo and a Reese's cup?
What are you going to say? Potato chips? Let's go. Reese's Oreo cookies are delicious.
All right.
All right.
I'm going junk. My next junk food is I'm going Skittles.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that
I don't like
hurts.
them.
Oh, I love Skittles.
Skittles. All right, Biff,
Okay.
you get 2 choices.
That was a big call. I'm going to go peanut M&Ms, and then I'm going to go with some form of jalapeno potato chips.
Okay. I'm
no.
up.
Oh,
I'm up.
when do
And
I
I'm
get to go
trying to
again?
check a bunch of different categories. I have the French fries. I got a sweet. I need a I'm going okay, because like snack we're going junk food. I'm going with the extra large Snickers bar.
Extra large.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can get the little ones, you get the regular size, you get the jumbo. I'm getting the jumbo Snickers. Okay, Mr. Fun, you get 2.
I mean, you guys might not realize I'm like an expert on junk food. This is my category. If you're like me, you can't stop eating once you open up a can of Pringles.
Good one.
Very good.
Pringles. And then wait, do I have a dessert like item. I have the cheese, the bay. How about sour cream and onion Utz?
Okay.
Sour cream
and potato chips.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going with, for my last pick, I have French fries, Skittles, Snickers, and I'm going with, I'm torn between Cheetos and Twinkies. And I think I'm going to go Twinkies.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Biff, what you got?
So I'm going to be the only one that takes something to drink.
Oh, good.
I'm going to take Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet. Is that a junk food? Does it category
It's
diet?
Okay. Do you want me? I think
No,
it's
I want you to keep that because that was not good. I want you to keep
Diet
that.
okay.
Dr. Pepper
I
it
think it's I've done plenty of miles and know that I have salty. I've got dessert. I got peanuts and the M&Ms, and I have diet. I'm very comfortable with my list. But
Okay. Here is
you guys are going to be dried up. You're not. You're gonna. I wish I had something to drink.
Be so
okay.
happy.
Biff has Hostess chocolate cupcakes, peanut M&Ms, jalapeno potato chips, and Diet Dr. Pepper. You do have a drink, so that you do get some.
And it is
do have a
diet to watch his weight.
It is
fly.
diet. Okay, I have French fries, Skittles, Snickers bars, and Twinkies. And Mr. Fun has Old Bay cheese curls,
Yum.
Reese's Oreos,
Yum.
Pringles, which is good, and sour cream and onion potato chips. So,
I'm heavy on the chips.
Yes, 3 things of chips. And
Hey, let me ask you this question. I almost went with it, and then I decided not to. Have you had the Baconator Cheez-Its?
No.
Baconators.
No.
Yeah, that's a new one, Baconators.
you
I was thinking about this too. If you're a thief, you never want your favorite snack food to be Cheetos because they get all over your fingers. You know what I mean?
Yes. You'd leave it.
I was shopping this week in the junk food aisle.
Yeah.
Utz lemonade potato chips.
No.
Huh.
I looked at it. I'm like,
you guys
what
like salt and vinegar? I like the salt and vinegar too. I like the
anyway.
Salt.
All right.
Yeah.
So contact at laughsmartly.com. Love to hear your feedback on who has the best host draft for junk food.
Yeah.
All right. You guys know that I'm a big world record. I love the Guinness Book of World Records. I love to follow them when new ones are set. I don't know, I think social media knows I follow that stuff because I always get them queued up to me. Okay, so this one was interesting. The world's loudest person was tapped this week. Guinness said that Joseph McGrail Badup from Melbourne, Australia. He's an Australian professional air conditioner cleaner and honorary town crier, has been recognized as the world's loudest person.
That's okay.
He just broke the record. I'm going to tell you what he yelled to get designated. He yelled one word that was as loud as a chainsaw, a jet aircraft taking off, or an ambulance siren at close range.
All right. Imagine. Can we guess the word?
You can try to guess the word.
I'm going to guess.
3-letter word.
3-letter word. I was going to say fire. A 3-letter word. Yes?
No.
No? Okay. Mr. Fun, any thoughts on a 3-letter word?
I don't know, like BAM or something.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, because you get your mouth open with that.
Now. Yeah, I don't know.
Cow.
So he broke the record of Annalisa Flanagan, who set this in 1994. She had a one-word ear-piercing word.
What's
quiet.
That?
She yelled quiet and set the record.
She was probably behind you on the airplane when she set the record.
Yes.
Because people are so loud on airplanes.
She probably yelled that at the other guy who was yelling.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being married to Annalisa McGillicuddy? What was her name?
Flanagan.
McGillicuddy.
Yeah. I got in trouble. We were talking about Hawaii earlier because I was laughing too loud in Hawaii, and they told me to keep it to a aloha.
Yeah.
Have I told that before?
That's pretty good.
You told it about a month ago, but it was a different setup.
Oh, yeah.
It was aloha.
I'm going to send that to our Kelce, our rower. She might like that one too. When she might be able to use it
too loud.
when she gets there.
Aloha.
Okay, this one I can't believe we haven't talked about. I don't think we've talked about this in the 3-ish years that we've been doing our show. The world's oldest living land animal, roughly had a birthday this recently. 194-year-old animal.
Tortoise. A tortoise.
Tortoise.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever talked about it.
How do they know?
Okay, so they know this place in St. Helena. I think it's somewhere in Europe.
Okay.
They got the tortoise in 1882, so they know it's at least then, and they estimate that it was about 50 years old when they got it, which would be 1832.
Okay.
But they say that the thing may even be older than that. But so they're basically landing on 194 years, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But they said that the turtle, Jonathan, they also goes by Jono, has lost his vision and sense of smell, but he continues to eat, sunbathe, and mate.
Wow.
Can you imagine being 194-year-old and still being able to get it up and get going?
Wow. Well, with the peptides you're taking, Lucky, are you going to be well into your hundreds?
Yeah, I mean, 194 years from now, I might still be doing Laugh Smartly.
That's right.
You know what? You know what they would call if you crossed a hippo, an elephant, and a rhino? What they would call that? Hell if I know.
I know.
Hell if I know. Hey, you know what animal, what land animals, since we're talking about land animals, have the biggest boobs? The zebra.
Zebra. Okay. See, these jokes would be good in certain settings. Like
Like
those
on
funny jokes
like on a
would be
stick
good
of a
for Kelce.
popsicle? Like on a stick of a popsicle when you were a kid?
Yeah, that's right.
Like if we're hanging out with a bunch of ladies, the zebra joke might be
They
good.
love the sense of humor, Luck. They love the
So
sense.
you said stick a popsicle, Mr. Fun. Do kids eat bazooka gum? Right? Remember they used to have like the little cartoon or the joke in there.
So. I
You don't think so?
Okay.
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, good.
I don't think so. I don't know what kids do these days.
Okay, so we're getting down to it. I got one more thing. So, and I got to thank Mrs. Lucky for this one. She gave me the idea, and I did a little research. So we're going to do a segment. It's called Lucky's Finish the Sentence with Biff and Mr. Fun.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple, like little lines, and you guys, your job is to finish the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Fun, well, Biff or Mr. Fun, one of you guys can answer this question. The weirdest thing I've ever eaten is Mr. Fun.
Oof. I'm open to try anything. Gosh, what have I eaten? Oh, I've eaten like chocolate covered bugs. Like I did a scorpion.
We ate scorpions on the show.
Yeah, we did that on the show, right? Grasshopper.
That. Okay. I ate oh gosh.
What about you, Beth?
I ate it in a Spanish restaurant in Spain. The thing they called deconstructed calamari. It was they took squid and made it into a ball and put squid ink in the middle of it. And when you bit it, the ink exploded in your mouth.
How did that feel?
It was the
familiar
grossest
feeling
thing
or something?
Yeah, well, it just reminds me of my prison story.
Okay. Mr. Fun, this is a good one for you.
Yes.
The dumbest way I've hurt myself is?
I screwed up my ankle one time stepping off a curb. Just stepped off a curb.
Okay.
Gosh, I wish I was more prepared with funny stuff.
Biff, what about
invincible. Like I don't hurt myself very often.
So I one time, I'm not sure I'd say it's dumb, but it was all based on a dumb premise. One time for Christmas, I had to buy myself a Christmas gift because I got a call driving home from work. This was living in California. And Mrs. Biff says, hey, I'm one gift short. I said, well, I'll run by the store and pick something up. I go to Target and I buy one of those as seen on TV things. And it was these knives, like a Ginsu knife. So I buy myself a set of Ginsu knives. I made a big deal about it when I opened it up Christmas morning. I went and made breakfast and cut the top of my thumb off.
Oh,
with the
with dices and slices.
Yes,
dices and slices. Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. If I could only eat one food forever, it would be
pizza.
Pizza for Mr. Fun, Biff.
Pizza.
Beef jerky.
Oh, I like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You like beef jerky that much?
I love beef jerky. What about you?
I knew that about you. I knew that.
Pizza would be a good one, but I think I'd get tired of it.
Yeah. Well,
what
is it then? What would you do, Lucky? We're going to turn the table.
Get some kind of meat, like beef. I don't know if it would be like I could eat hamburger or a steak or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more. Let me see. Okay, if I turned into an animal for a day, I would be Mr. Fun.
You know what? I read this that dolphins are the only animal besides humans that enjoy sex. So I would be a dolphin.
Huh.
Yeah. I learned that after having sex with lots of other animals. That's how I finally found a dolphin who liked it.
Biff, what about you? I
would be an otter.
Yeah.
Why?
I just think they always seem like they're having a good time. I think otters, they live in the water. They stay as a family unit. They do a good job taking care of I'd be an otter.
I'm going to be the giant tortoise like Jonathan.
Oh, good call.
Live 194 years and still be able to get it up and get going.
And sunbathe. While you're blind.
All right. Very good. All right. So, and then
I had to answer for a couple you didn't ask, though. Like,
okay,
I'll share them.
Go ahead.
If one of them was, if my life was a movie, the title would be A Life in Black and White Pants.
Oh,
right?
Mine would be Mine would be Mr. Fun's Excellent Adventures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good. I think there's some other good. What other ones did I have here?
We'll save them.
Okay. All right. Good.
I didn't want to bring up I had a long list of them. I was trying to bring up some of the easy ones. We'll do a part 2 of this segment next week.
All right.
And we'll go from there. But we are getting towards the end, and Biff, you posed a provocative question.
I have which is in my Would You Rather segment, right? Which is, would you rather do this or do that? Okay. So it's, would you rather give up alcohol and have desserts for the rest of your life where you never gain any calories? Or would you rather give up dessert for the rest of your life and be able to drink alcohol and never have a hangover? What would your selection be?
Ooh.
I like alcohol.
So you would give up desserts for the rest of your life, Mr. Fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucky?
Well, because at some point we're going to run out of runway to be drinking. I mean, we might make it to 80, but we're not going to be, slinging back about 10 beers at Secrets on a, Saturday night. So we might want a chocolate chip cookie when we're 80.
That's right. Says the tortoise. Says the tortoise. That's your
half-life,
I'm
149. Though. I want to eat a cookie. But
what about you, Biffer?
I would give up alcohol. I think that I have such a sweet tooth. I would probably go with the desserts. I'm going
to get drunk and visit you guys in the ice cream parlor afterwards.
Yeah, we'll just hold it up in your face.
That's a good one, though. If you can eat desserts and not gain weight, that's a pretty freaking good thing.
It's a dream come true.
But you chose the alcohol. We're going to see you on the street corner.
Also great for your weight.
Yeah, I think I'm eating desserts and giving up alcohol if I had anything.
Wow.
Anyway, so contact at laughsmartly.com. We'd love to hear everybody's feedback on which one would you choose.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good
Mr. Fun. I always say this, and you're always surprised when I say it's that time.
Really?
It is that time.
This is where it could get a little more risque, right?
It is. It is. I have an ability to beep things if I need to, but go ahead.
So Lucky was talking about world records earlier, and do you know, before he got married, he almost set the world record for most times in one day self-pleasuring himself. Yeah, the little guy almost pulled it off. He almost pulled it off.
That's pretty good.
I was explaining to folks, I go, well, the show's got some humor. It's adult humor. We can say certain things. We can't say certain things. They're like, well, give me an example. Well, self-pleasuring comes up every now and then as topics on this show. If that bothers you, maybe not the show for you. But we have had that, but we don't swear. Unlike the old days.
How about this one, Biff? Biff, what's the difference between a battery and a butthole? You don't enjoy licking batteries.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Come on. What is wrong with you? All right.
Is that one got to get bleeped?
I don't know, but we're at that point though that I'm going to have to remind people that they can watch us on YouTube. They can, as they maybe are right now, they can catch us on the podcast on all the platforms. So, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, you name it, we are there. Please like, subscribe, share. Please share if you see it. Been heavy on social media. We had some really good stuff on the shorts on social media with thousands upon thousands seeing some of the stuff that we put out there. So we are proud of that. And of course, you can catch us on WGMD's 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva, Saturday nights at 10 and Sundays at 3 p.m. With that, guys, great to see you. Have enjoyed it. Hope everybody has enjoyed the show. We'll do it again next week, which is the 4th of July weekend. We will have a show out there. So please stay tuned or tune in for that, and we will look forward to doing that then. Until then, please let me just say thank you and goodbye.
Laugh Smartly is a production of Laugh Smartly Industries. Please subscribe, like, and share wherever you listen and watch us. And we'd love to hear from you, so email us at contact@laughsmartly.com. Thank you again for listening.